Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we're doing a product review on the HK Harman Kardon MAS 5-inch bass reflex bookshelf speakers. And I use these speakers myself in my own office as a musical speaker when I don't have test speakers on loan. These are my speakers I generally just have sitting there, and I've been playing these things for years. They come in a full piano black finish. And I will give you a look at the top of these actually. They really do finish their products off very, very nicely. So you can always count on HK to make some good gear. And I've also, in my career, I've done a fair bit of their stuff. I've done their speakers, I've done their AV receivers, amplifiers, CD players, and all their Bluetooth speaker type products. So I still have an old Bluetooth speaker floating around. We'll at some point look at that too, because I still think that sounds awesome. So these bookshelves, just a little bit about them. These guys here have got they run a bass reflex system, so they've got a set of two bass reflex drivers, which are a 5-inch driver with 130mm ported honeycomb composite drivers. We also have two 25mm shielded MMD dome tweeters. 8 ohm is its rating, normal, and again you can run that pretty well down to probably 4, I would suspect, no problem. Sensitivity 85 dB, and again that's about right for that era and time. And I think at the time these are around about a $599 retail speaker in our part of the world, and maybe in your part of the world, depending where you live, could be as low as $250. I'm not sure. The exchange rate plays a little bit on that. And again, for the weight of these things, they're about 9.8 pound, which in kgs is about 4.4 kg. So they're a nice speaker, really, really nice. So if you can find a set of these, or you see a pair in a second-hand store and you're thinking, hey, I just need something, grab them. They really are a fantastic sounding speaker. Now again, in the product spotlight you would have heard they've got really nice deep bass, clarity's there. They sound like a $500 or $600 speaker, I believe, even in today's language. So they really are, all these years later, still punching above their weight, sounding as good as the day I got them. And again, they're great for putting each side of a television. Don't need really an amplifier, a subwoofer, sorry. You could all you'd need to do is put a little amp on there with something with Bluetooth built in, or run it with an amp through the TV using your fiber optic, and they're a great pair of speakers for doing that sort of stuff with. So it was really just to give you guys a rundown on HK, because I like to be fair about making sure every brand gets at least a mention, and especially in my case it needs to be brands that I've dealt with or brands I haven't dealt with. I mean, in this case it's another brand I have dealt with, and HK's been around for a very long time, and you know that from previous videos, I do a lot of car and home, and HK is another one of those brands where it's home and car audio. So they've played in both departments. There's a lot of, today even, BMWs and high-end cars run HK speakers, and they really are a really nice speaker. So I just thought it'd be worth mentioning and pulling these out and giving you guys a look and giving you some feedback on HK. So if you're looking at brands, I think today HK's more shrunk the range down into really all Bluetooth type products, but again, really nice sound. Even the Bluetooth stuff's amazing. So, you can tell I certainly don't have any problems with HK. All right, guys. Well, there's not a lot else, much more to put onto that other than if you're looking for if you see a pair of these MAS 5s floating around, the 5-inch bookshelves, grab them. If you don't, again, there's a lot of nice speakers today that have come close or even better than these. But I just thought it was nice to mention this, and if there might be people who've even got these now thinking, of upgrading. Well, you really do need to have a listen, because these are very good, and you're probably going to have to step up to get into the level of these. So if these are around about the $500 mark today, and you're looking to upgrade them, and you're going around to $700 to $1,000, that would be a huge improvement. But if you're looking to stay at this, or you want to stay in this area, then these HKs are really great. So again, I don't rate things 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. All I can say, these definitely are a hi-fi speaker. They are knocking on the door of audiophile, but generally hi-fi. I would definitely say this is one of the better hi-fi speakers out there. And again, they're absolutely a fantastic sounding speaker. So I hope you've enjoyed today's review. And again, thank you for tuning into AB Sound Advice.